Welcome to the Anchor Your Retirement podcast. Happy weekend after Christmas, I think. I'm your host, Barbara Gullen, hanging out with my buddy and pal, Tony Shore, who doesn't know what day it is either. How are you, Tony?
You know what, Barb? I am great. As you could tell, when we jumped on for the recording, I was jamming out to my rock playlist, playing
Yes,
air guitar, the works. Love the holiday season. I'm in a great mood. People around here are in great moods. Things are
yes.
starting to wind down a little bit as far as work and busy. It's still pretty
They
busy, but
they
it's
are,
starting to wind down.
and full disclosure, we're recording this ahead of Christmas
Oh,
so
that's
that
right.
we can
Yeah.
be with our families this Christmas.
Yes, exactly.
Which is why I was able to do something I thought I'd never be able to do today, Tony, and
What's
that
that?
was introduce you to a song you did not know.
Oh, I knew nothing about this song. You introduced me to a great song from uh, the girl who played Cindy Lou Who in Jim Carrey's Grinch Who Stole Christmas,
Right.
is now in a band that's more
Mhm.
rock and punk called Pretty Reckless.
Yes.
And she did a Christmas song, amazing. That the one she sang is Cindy Lou Who in the
Yes.
show.
Which
Yeah.
is Where Are You Christmas,
Uh-huh.
which will bring a tear to anybody's eye on a sentimental day.
This
Um,
version will bring a
this one
smile.
this one will make you smile,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
and
not cry, but
and
smile.
then when we're done here, you have to go watch the music video. It
Oh,
will
there's a
just
video too.
There is an amazing
Oh,
video
I
to
can't
it.
wait to see that. Yeah, that's
So,
good.
all right, but nobody wants to hear about Christmas. Today's podcast title is The Christmas Hangover,
Yes.
Sleeping Off the Spending Spree. Um,
Yeah. And when you talk about Christmas hangovers, I mean, we can't I have a sound bite just for this show, Christmas
do
hangovers.
you?
Hallelujah! Where's the Tylenol?
That's the Christmas that's from
I
Chevy Chase's Christmas Vacation, but that describes a Christmas hangover
I
right
think
there.
we played that last year too. I
Oh,
think
I'm
we use
sure we
that
did.
soundbite every year.
I
Um,
I always use it. That's the
yes,
best. Yeah.
because if you're like me, you think you're done shopping, and then you remember that one last
Oh,
person,
yeah.
or you realize that maybe you need some stocking stuffers or just some last minute stuff to have around in case somebody unexpected pops by. Now, I usually do a lot of homemade gifts for that. I didn't tell you this before we went on. I made one, two, three, four. So far, I've made 4 batches of homemade marshmallows in different flavors.
4 different batches in different flavors.
Yes, I made vanilla, peppermint, raspberry, and this year I made pistachio flavored marshmallows.
You made marshmallows?
You've never had a homemade marshmallow?
No.
I'll have to fix that at the summit.
Oh,
Um,
yes. Yeah, bring me some. But
'Cause
pistachio flavored marshmallows?
pistachio, they're amazing.
Yeah. Hey, I love Dubai chocolate, which has a
Yes.
pistachio center, and
And I
I love
tinted them just the
pistachios. So,
lightest shade of green. But
yeah,
anyway, a lot of people are gonna have sticker shock when they open up their credit card statements here.
yeah.
They are.
Credit card
And
spending was up over the holiday shopping season. When you think back to
yes,
Black Friday and Cyber
yes.
Monday, those numbers were way up, which made people say, "Great, the economy must be doing well." And then the other number that's way up is credit card debt. So,
Yes.
yeah,
And credit card defaults,
yeah.
and, actually realtor.com, released today that they are having a record number of delistings,
Oh
which means
no,
people are taking their houses off the market.
yeah,
They're doing that because they aren't selling, they're doing that because people are not out looking, um, so even though this little microcosm of Christmas has been, um, a record year,
yes,
overall, the economy has been showing signs of weakness. And, this is that crazy time of year between Christmas and New Year's where most people, work schedule is wonky. It's really hard to know what day it is.
It is.
This is a time where if you're not having to go in and work, I give my staff a fair amount of time off around the holidays.
I think that's
Um,
good.
yeah, I mean, we still run a skeleton crew almost every day because people have needs when it comes to money and those can't wait. But I try to give everybody time to be with their families and do all of that. All
That's
of
good.
that to say, we are seeing some weaker spots in the economy. And, the subheading here is sleeping off the spending spree. It's really hard to sleep that off. You're actually going to have to pay that off.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
And I think what we'll talk. Sorry, there's something stuck in my throat here.
You're getting choked up. You're verklempt.
I'm a little verklempt. Yes.
Yeah.
And wore the perfect shirt for that today.
Yes.
Yes, it's Spanx. It's so soft. And in fact, was a gift from Tammy Lucius and the
nice.
rest of the Gradient team from Women in Business.
That's nice.
Anyway, I'm rabbit trailing here. You're going to want to be intentional about making sure that you've got some cash reserves set up for the next year. You're going to want to pay off that Christmas credit card debt as quickly as you possibly can. Even though the economy is tightening up, I think the gig economy is still someplace where if you're looking to earn a little extra money, you can get out there and add to your cash flow so that you can get that debt paid off a little faster and shore up that savings in case the unexpected happens. This is a good week of the year to try to make some headway with all of that. It's time to be intentional about things.
So be more intentional. And this, you're not just talking about making a list of financial resolutions, although that's a good place to start. It's not your typical New Year's resolution where you're going to forget about it in 2 weeks. You need to really set serious goals and be intentional and work with a professional like yourself and come up with a strategy to pay down that debt and to look forward to the rest of the year and really budget where your money is going and put it to work for you, right? Is that what you're talking about?
And my recommendation is not to make a huge list of financial resolutions. My recommendation is that you take 2, maybe 3 big financial goals and focus on those for the coming year. Once you reach those goals, then you can start looking at the next goals. Maybe you're getting a cost of living increase on your job or you're getting an annual raise. How much of that can you redirect toward your retirement account and potentially your Roth retirement account so that you don't have to pay taxes on it later and still live with the cash that you've, with your current take-home paycheck? For a lot of people, that's gotten difficult with cost of just basic living increases with groceries, with transportation. I know that fuel prices are down, but the cost of maintaining a car, the cost of owning a car is more expensive than it was even 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So, this is a good time while you've got that downtime, reflect on what matters the most. I have a client who has his first grandchild, and he and his wife, the first thing they wanted to do was to set up an account for that grandchild to help her out in the future. And we went through the different options of accounts that they could open and the pros and cons of each.
Nice.
And since I am not offering specific advice to anybody, I'm not going to tell you what kind of account we ended up settling on because everybody's needs are unique. And I don't want somebody going and saying, Barb said I should open this account. So we're not going to do that. But if you want to work on setting up that legacy for your grandchildren or your children, by all means, reach out to us. Call our office at area code 913-553-6222, or go to our website, bgwealthmanagement.com, and go to the Contact Us page. That way we can reach back out to you, get you on the calendar, maybe help you figure out what those 2 or 3 big financial goals for the year should be, and create a more positive financial future because you're being intentional about doing it.
Yeah. I like how you focus today, Barb, on being intentional, but I love the title of the show, that spending this is the sleeping off the spending spree, because that always happens. And I've seen this happen so many times before, where my wife and I go a little crazy at Christmas. This year we really were intentional ahead of time, like you
Good for
said,
you.
and we didn't overdo it, but we stuck more to our budget, and we had a better plan, so we wouldn't end up just used to be we'd just go shopping. Oh, get this for this for this, and then,
Mhm.
oh, they like to open up a lot of gifts. Let's get something more. Oh, we've got only 6 for this child. Let's get. We need 4 more
Mhm.
for this child to make. We got
Yeah,
10
to
for one.
make it even.
Yes, and then we keep spending and spending and evening it
Mhm.
out, and but this year we did it a little different, and it worked out
Good
a
for
lot
you.
better. So hopefully we won't have to sleep off the spending spree this year. Planning ahead, but a lot of people, maybe they spent a lot at Christmas, maybe they like to. But
Mhm.
sometimes it's a wake up call, isn't it? That first, second week in January, when
It
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 starts to
really
hit,
can be.
or
It
when you get
really
that
can
first
be.
credit card bill, or look at your bank statement for the last
Or,
month.
buy now, pay later has been very prevalent this
Yes,
holiday season, and, I mean, a good rule of thumb with that is if you're considering buy now, pay later, you should be able to pay that off in no more than 4 installments.
right. Yeah,
If it's gonna take longer than that, you might be stretching yourself a little bit too far.
right. Yeah, I think that's really important. Well, Barb, this is an important topic, but if people want to get a good spending plan in place and make sure that they're saving enough, either in an emergency fund or for their retirement, how can they get a hold of you and your team there to set up that no charge, no obligation consultation?
Like I said earlier, you can always go to our website,
Yep.
bgwealthmanagement.com. You can find archives of podcasts that we've recorded, or if you go to your favorite streaming platform, you can hear all 100. I think this is 105 that we're recording
It
today.
is. It is. It's
Um,
our 105th show together, Barb.
wow.
Yeah.
Seems like just our 5th show. Um,
Or our 200th. I don't know.
yes, or our 200.
No, no, it's
Um,
great.
or you can call our offices at area code 913-553-6222, and we will be glad to help you coordinate what those goals should be for the future, and help you prioritize so that you're designing the financial future that you really envision.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. And Barb, I hope you and your family had a great holiday season as we
We
head into this next
Yes,
year.
the
This is
same with you, Tony.
Yeah, for sure. And I think this is going to be a great year. I'm really looking forward to this one, 2026. And, we can go on this financial journey together. And that includes you, listeners and viewers out there. And
Yes,
Barb is always happy to hear from you. Barb, I know you love hearing from our viewers and listeners and answering any questions they have. Great show today. Is
thanks.
there anything else you want to add for our listeners out there?
Other than we hope you had a wonderful holiday with your family, and we wish you a happy new year filled with peace, health, and prosperity.
Awesome. Thanks, Barb. And listeners, viewers, thanks for tuning in. That does it for today's episode of Anchor Your Retirement with our host, Barb Gullen.
We'll see you soon.